The last pre-referendum polls pointed to an even split. About half of Scottish voters intend to vote yes for independence. The other half wants to stay in the United Kingdom. With the outcome too close to call, one survey question has provoked particularly heated debate: whether Scotland can actually survive on its own. Supporters of independence are convinced it can. They say gas and oil revenues will ensure a secure economic future. Britain is the EU's biggest oil producer, but of the nearly €14 billion in taxes this generates, only 8% benefits Scotland. That would change. Most of the British oil from the North Sea bed comes from wells off Scotland's coast. Yes supporters say oil revenues could finance a more generous social welfare state. There is little industry in Scotland, but it does produce some major export goods. Scotch whisky, popular worldwide, as is Scottish salmon. But it's not enough to support a national economy. Another hotly debated problem is that Scots would no longer receive subsidies from Britain. Currently, it benefits most from revenue provided by the UK. Scotland already enjoys a degree of autonomy. It has its own parliament, empowered to enact its own laws. But yes supporters say that is not enough. They want complete self-determination in tax and financial policy and in social services. And they want their own foreign and defence policy. The Scottish government says even if voters decide for independence, the British pound will remain the national currency. But Bank of England Governor Mark Carney has spoken out against a currency union. He calls it, quote, incompatible with sovereignty. The major British political parties agree with him. And it's unclear whether an independent Scotland would be a member of the EU. That depends on how the currency issue is resolved. If it had to apply for EU entry, Scotland would most likely have to adopt the euro, an unpopular outcome. So far, Queen Elizabeth has been reticent on Scottish independence. Undoubtedly, she does not want to see the union torn apart during her reign, but she would most likely remain monarch of Scotland, as she is for all Commonwealth realms.